Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. And there are so many shoes coming out in the next couple of months that I'm super excited for as well. So I just wanted to make a video about that, right? So I mean, I have a lot, there's a lot. So during the summer is usually like a little slow, I would say. You know, like June, July, it's a little slow. But once it gets to August and the September, it gets pretty crazy. And of course, during the holidays, it does get pretty crazy as well. So first of all, I have like a group, right? So I have shoes that I'm super excited for, and then shoes that I am excited for, and then shoes that I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. Not super duper excited, but I'm kind of curious about it. So I made some, I guess, tiers, right? So I made 3 tiers. So let's get it started off with the shoes that I'm kind of excited about, but not like super excited about because it's just like, you know what I mean? And one example of that is the Curry 11, right? So of course, like, I love the Currys, and especially the Curry Flows. They're very, very good performers, but the Curry 11, it literally looks like every single shoe that Under Armour has made with Flow, right? So Flow, of course, it has that outsole, and then the outsole pattern is literally the exact same on every shoe that has Flow. The cushion also is literally the exact same. It's not that nice. So yeah, and the Curry 11, we've had some leaked images, of course, and the only thing I am curious about is there is a little cutout in the outsole, right? And it kind of exposes some foam, so maybe they're using a different type of foam, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, it does look a little bit different than the previous Curry shoes, like the Curry 8, 9, and 10 with the Flow outsole and midsole. So I guess I am pretty curious about that, but the overall design, it literally looks the exact same. And if it's Flow, it's probably gonna feel the exact same as a Curry 8, 9, 10, or Curry 2 Floetro, Curry 4 Floetro, Curry 1 Floetro, you know what I mean? And the Flow Future X's. So yeah, I'm excited as in, like, I don't know what that cutout is, but if it's the exact same as far as like they didn't really put anything new as far as tech goes, then I'm not gonna be as excited, you know? So there is the Curry 11. Next, we got the Harden Volume 8. The Harden Volume 8 is supposedly releasing next year, 2024. But yeah, it looks really interesting as far as the design goes. But we don't really know what the tech is, but I'm guessing it probably has boost, right? It's probably a boost, kind of like, it's probably gonna be underneath your foot, right? So just like in the Harden Volume 7, the Harden Volume 7 was using Light Strike and boost, but you had that softer stroll board, and also you had that really large cutout in the heel. So I'm guessing they're probably gonna do something similar to that. But yeah, the overall design reminds me of that Pokemon with the bone helmet. I don't remember the name. Sorry, I'm not really that into Pokemon, but yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of, like, like the overall design. I do like how it, like, the design as far as like the functionality of the design. That rubber cage on the side, it looks like they have a massive hole in it, obviously to reduce weight. But of course, that's also there for support for lateral containment. I mean, the Harden Volume 8 does look kind of heavy though. It does look kind of heavy, does look kind of bulky. And of course, Hardens are usually heavy and bulky. So yeah, I mean, hopefully they did try to really reduce a little bit of the weight, but probably not. It looks like it'll be on the heavier side of things. But I still am pretty excited about it. The price is probably gonna be around like 160 bucks, just like every other Harden has been, like 150, 160 bucks, right? So that's the Hardens. Next, we got Austin Reaves' signature shoe, the AR1 with, of course, Rigorer. So I'm still testing out the shoe that he was wearing. It wasn't really a signature shoe, but it kind of was, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm still testing those out. But the actual AR1, his actual signature shoe, I'm not 100% sure about the release date, but it does look pretty dope. The design looks great, and the performance, hopefully it is very, very good. Austin Reaves is probably gonna wear that shoe for the next NBA season. So yeah, I mean, if I was Rigorer, I would probably release it around, you know, when the season starts. So probably in like a couple months, right? So there is the AR1. Next, we got the Zoom Freak 5. So the Zoom Freak 5 is literally on Nike.com. It says it's supposed to release on the 21st. That's kind of like the rumored release date, but it is on Nike.com. There's 2 colorways, and it says coming soon, right? So one colorway, the black colorway, is 130 bucks, and then the gold colorway is 140 bucks for some reason. They increased the price by 10 bucks, but if you look at the tech specs, it says there is a 4-foot zoom unit. It's top loaded, but then also for the foam, we didn't really know what the foam was, but it literally just says springy foam. So I'm guessing it's probably just like Cushlon, which honestly isn't a bad thing, but Cushlon and Phylon literally feels really different in every single shoe that it's in. So I have yet to see if it's gonna be soft or stiff or springy or whatever, right? So but the Zoom Freak 5, I mean, nothing crazy as far as like innovation goes, right? But it'll probably be a pretty solid performer just like the Zoom Freak 4 was. And I'm pretty excited to try them out as well when it does come out literally in a couple days. So there's a Zoom Freak 5. All right, next we got shoes that I'm pretty excited about. Next we have the tier where I'm like pretty excited about this shoe or these shoes. And that is the Jordan 38. So the Jordan 38 is releasing August 18th in full family sizing, and it's really freaking expensive for $200. But the cushion I am pretty excited about. We have full length Zoom Strobel, and it's also using full length Cushlon, right? So I'm very curious as to how that's gonna feel. But I mean, full-length Zoom Strobel, I'm pretty sure I already know what it's gonna feel like, right? But I do like the overall design. It does look dope. And hopefully it's like on the lighter side of things, but they are using like old school materials like leather and stuff like that. And I believe I saw some other colorways with like suede in it. So because of that, it'll probably be a little bit heavier, and also it has a lot of like caging with like plastic and stuff like that. So I'm guessing it'll be around like 13-14 ounces, but it does have that really thin embroidered kind of material, right? So that also does remind me of Lenoweave, right? So I guess they're trying to go back to old school just because, you know, in like the 37, the 36 even, they're using like Lenoweave, which was super duper lightweight. So yeah, we'll have to see on that, but I am very excited to try the Jordan 38 out. And the next, I'm also very excited about the Traeyoung 3. I don't know why, but I did post the Traeyoung 3 on Instagram and also on TikTok, and a lot of you guys didn't seem to like it. You guys are pretty funny in the comments though. You guys are like, put these away, and then there's fire emojis. It's like, these are trash, and then there's fire emojis. It's pretty freaking hilarious. But I don't know, honestly, I really like how it looked. And obviously it's very inspired by the Adilet slides, like the 22 slides. So yeah, I mean, I like how it looks, and hopefully it does perform well. So the cushion, it does look pretty much fully exposed as far as the midsole goes. Hopefully the traction is good, but the material, they're using some pretty nice materials. It does look like it'll be like a little bulky feeling, however, just because the midsole does look pretty chonky. But other than that, I mean, I like how it looks. So I am pretty damn excited about the Traeyoung 3. And then next, we're going into the tier of shoes that I'm super duper excited about, and pretty much all of these shoes are coming out within the next month, right? A month or two, right? So first of all, of course, we have the Anta Kyrie 1. The Anta Kyrie 1, of course, is unknown right now. So we don't know when that shoe's gonna come out, and we don't really have clear pictures either or tech. But of course, we had that kind of like sample picture of the shoe that's been kind of like floating around. But yeah, I am very excited about it because of course it's Kyrie, and of course also because it's Anta, and Anta makes some really nice shoes. They make some really good performers as well. But also I'm pretty interested to see like if I'm gonna be able to get a pair, just because you can't really get Anta shoes easily like in the US. So you kind of have to go through like third-party suppliers and stuff like that. But Kyrie 1, of course, I mean, I feel like everyone's gonna be excited for it, especially when it's officially unveiled, officially revealed. Honestly, I think probably Kyrie is gonna debut it in like a game next season, and it's gonna be a huge thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, of course the Anta Kyrie 1, super duper excited about, but also I'm very excited about the Zion 3. The Zion 3, the tech is what I'm super duper excited about. And you know, one thing that I noticed though is that a lot of shoes recently are getting drop-in midsoles, which of course I really like. I love drop-in midsoles. There's a lot of advantages to having a drop-in midsole, and of course the Zion 3 does have a drop-in, right? So it's slated to release September 2nd, and the price is going to be $140. The full foam, right? The full drop-in foam is supposed to be 4mm23, and of course we have that zoom unit in the forefoot, which I'm very excited about. So I feel like the cushion is gonna be freaking amazing. And because it is Zion's shoe, I feel like Jordan Brand is probably gonna make the drop-in midsole probably a little bit thicker, which of course is a good thing, just because drop-in midsoles, for some reason, usually they make it super duper thin, right? So if it's like a softer foam, and a foam that doesn't last a long time, like it's not resilient, then usually it bottoms out very quickly. So hopefully they made it a little bit thicker for impact protection for Zion, and if that's the case, then I'm very happy about that, just because drop-in midsoles inherently have really good, you know, court feel. But if they make it a little bit thicker, that's okay, as long as it's not too too thick, right? Very, very excited about the Zion 3, and also I'm very, very excited about the 808 III as well. It is available right now on some sites, but I am waiting for wayofway.com to get it in. Once they do, I will have a pair. But yeah, the 808 II was one of my favorite shoes of last year, right? And it's still one of my favorite shoes. It's right here, you know what I mean? So I love playing it, but the 808 III, the actual tech does look a lot better, right? So the regular 808 III, it's probably using cloud foam for the entire drop-in midsole, but also there's a targeted like bottom-loaded boom pod in the forefoot, and also there is a midfoot shank plate right underneath the drop midsole, which I think that was a problem with the 808 II that people experienced. Didn't really bother me that much, however, but yeah, the 808 III, it looks amazing. Also, there is the premium version as well. It looks awesome, so super duper excited about that shoe. Of course, next we got the KD16. It's probably gonna be around 150, 160 bucks. The thing that I'm super curious about is probably the cushioning setup. The cushioning setup, of course, we have the air strobel unit in the heel, and then in the forefoot, it's probably gonna be like a zoom unit, right? But if you look at the actual picture, there is a regular strobel board in the forefoot, so I don't know about that one, right? But yeah, of course, it is a KD. I mean, the KD14 was freaking amazing. The KD15 was freaking amazing. So the KD13 was freaking amazing. So KD's shoe line has been really, really good for performance. But I am pretty curious about the change up in the cushion. So yeah, very, very excited about the KDs. And next, of course, we got the Sabrina 1. So the Sabrina 1, so it was on Nike ID. So it was on sale on Nike ID for 150 bucks, and Nike ID usually ups the price by $20 from the actual retail price. So I'm guessing the Sabrina 1 is going to be 130 bucks, right? But as far as the cushion goes, it says we've paired a top-loaded forefoot air zoom unit with a full-length React foam core. So core, if it's a core, it probably won't be that nice, you know what I mean? I feel like it's gonna be like, you know, there's gonna be a carrier foam and it's probably gonna be a little bit stiffer. So I am a little bit, I was a little bit sad when I read the actual like tech specs. But either way, it looks really dope. And Sabrina had that, she broke the record in the shoe as well for the 3-point contest, which is pretty dope. But I am very, very excited about these. I feel like they're gonna be a very, very good performer, and just hopefully the traction is really good. But last but not least, of course, we got the Kobe 8 Protro, and the Kobe 8 Protro is rumored to release next month, of course, on Kobe Day, 8/24, and the Kobe 8 Protro is supposed to have a full-length drop-in React foam, which I'm super freaking excited about, just because that was the main thing that I didn't like about the original Kobe 8s, because the foam, it was Lunarlon, and it would bottom out very quickly, and it was really, really thin. So the Kobe 8, the regular Kobe 8, is the lightest basketball shoe that I've ever tested, and the 8 Protro is probably gonna be a little bit heavier, because I feel like they made it a little bit thicker, you know what I mean? And also the tongue does seem to have a little bit more foam than the original Kobe 8 as well. But yeah, the Kobe 8 Protro I'm super duper excited about, and all these shoes pretty much are coming out within the next couple of months. So tell us what shoe you're excited about down in the comment section below. Even if it's not on this list, if I missed a shoe, tell us down in the comment section below what you're super excited about. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.